He wishes to connect with the target audience by describing his own journey as an engineering student, then as a fresher, as an intern, and later as a professional. Given his professional commitments and the time difference being between India and Germany, he has proposed the date that is today to show his experiences also by being a foreign student. So we all welcome Mr. Sangvi to please come and enlighten all us electronic students.
Okay,
Shashwat, up to you. Thanks a lot, Sherwin. Thanks a lot, Carol. Actually, this talk is now organized under Institute Innovation Council, IIC-FrCRCE. So this gives us basically a platform to, hone, motivate, and maybe captivate the mind of youngsters, because somewhere we believe that even they will now slowly tread the path as now you have taken.
Also, guten Tag and hallo, herzlich willkommen. Thanks a lot, Sherwin, for the nice introduction that you provided. I really look forward to the talk. Professor, may I share my screen?
Yes, please. I'll just turn my camera off to save the bandwidth.
Yeah, certainly.
Shashwat, just a minute. I think I need to stop presenting my screen first. Just a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've also enabled your presentation. Yes, I think you are online.
Oh, thank you. Can you see my presentation? The presentation view?
I'll request you to just stop the presentation and just restart it once, because it's gone into the sidebar rather than coming up as a proper presentation.
Okay. Is it any better now?
No, I think it is the same only. It is been seen in short only.
Okay.
Shashwat, actually, for as a safety check, what I've done is I've put your PPT on my machine. So can I actually present it on your behalf? Will it do?
Certainly, sir. Certainly.
Yeah, sure. So just can you just stop the screen sharing, please?
Yeah. Moment.
I can then just take over from there, because I believe that Google Meet will be something new for you. That's why.
Yeah, it's quite new to me. I'm sorry. I'm not well versed with this.
Okay. No, because we are here using Google Meet for the past 4 months.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, sure.
I think I'll be done soon.
No problem.
Sherwin, if you're online, just let me know if Shashwat sir's PPT is being seen.
Yeah, now it is visible.
Okay, perfect. Shashwat, so just tell me when to do changeover.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Let me know if we are into the full screen mode, please.
Yes, we are now. At least I can see, yes.
Sherwin, what about you?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Okay, Shashwat, so the Google Classroom, sorry, the Google Meet is now your stage.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you, sir, for making this easy. Thanks to you. So let us start. I'm here to present for you and just to provide you a little bit of a talk on the topic of modern specialization opportunities for young graduates such as you and I, and also to share a couple of experiences and how my journey has been through how I started from my school age and then proceeded towards engineering right now. It's almost 10 years down the line. I'm currently employed in the company called as AB Automotive Systems in Hamburg, and we are in the research and development for light detection and ranging sensors for autonomous vehicles. And we usually develop sensors for tire OEMs of grade 1, for instance, Audi, BMW, for Great Wall Motors in China, and many other big names, Rivian, Renault, etc. Professor, next slide, please.
Yeah, sure.
So just a small disclaimer that I would like to share. I would like to just state that there's no content shown in the presentation that violates any of the copyrights. All the pictures are from the CC Creative Commons license, and that the contents are only limited for the reference and use by the members and students of the further Conceicao Rodrigues College of Engineering, Bombay. I take no direct responsibility for the validity of web links if you would see them at a future point, because there's just one web link, and I don't know why, surprisingly, every 5 years, German government keeps changing that link. The author is not officially representing any association with the institutions of current and past employment. I'm here of my own virtue. Professor, next slide, please.
Shashwat, you were just sounding like that man in that mutual fund advertisement. To be very frank.
That's all a disclaimer is for.
They are all subjected to market risk. Please read the offer document carefully before investing. Here you go.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, so a little bit about me. In 2010, I finished my schooling I'm a Bombay guy, Bombay kid, born and brought up in Bombay, and studied everything in Bombay until my bachelor's. I started in 2010 with diploma in electronics engineering from Thakur Polytechnic in Mumbai. For 3 years, I pursued diploma in electronics, and then I proceeded to direct second year entry into Bachelor's of Electronics. And I pursued the same from Vidyalankar Institute of Technology in Badala through the University of Mumbai. After having finished my BE, I went on to pursue the Master's in Microelectronics specialization. The name of the specialization is exactly Microelectronics and Microsystems. And I did the same from TUHH, or Technical University, Hamburg University of Technology. And after the Master's, I have been engaged with EBO Automotive Systems as an R&D engineer. Next slide, please. So what's for the agenda? So next. So kindly relax.
My God.
We exactly do not have an agenda, so it's going to be a more interactive session, and that's what I plan to do.
Thanks a lot.
So next.
Yeah, sure.
And once more.
Shashwat, by the way, is this a typical class at say TUHH? No. Yes. No.
I would say so. It depicts in one of the ways, yes. We have exercise sessions which are held in this way. This exactly picture, it reminds me of some of the practice sessions that we used to do for solving complex assignments and for discussing. So our professors usually insist on group study. Most of us are very good individually and independently, but it's always the teamwork that people lack. So they want that people should not lack in that, and then they set up these group exercises, and then in these group exercises we solve them, and then each of these groups takes the stage and they present their solution to their problem.
Superb.
Yeah. Next slide,
Can I
please.
change? Yeah.
Yeah, please. And next. Specialization for electronics undergrad. So until the 1940s, so engineering is something like an evergreen field. It's like medicine. It's never going to go out. It was always there. We have until 1940s some engineering happening in analog domain. Electronics was still not exactly a niche art back then. It was mainly through vacuum tubes and simple resistors, capacitors, inductors, and that's how, using passive elements and only active element was usually vacuum tubes, that they used to design some huge circuits that occupied a lot of space. So right afterwards in 50s and 60s, so already we had an 47, 46 transistor, but to make it commercially viable, we need at least 20 years of gap to indeed introduce anything to the market that's supposedly very new. And owing to that gap, we saw that due to transistor revolution, after Intel launched its first 4004, we see that after 60s, there is a boom in the MOS technology. And that as soon as we have this transistor level circuitries and integrated circuits happening, we see that now there is more focus on solving problems of computing nature. Von Neumann or von Neumann, how we study there, or the Harvard architecture, they were some of the brilliant minds and revolutionary minds for computing systems. And they proposed that we can go for something of a repetitive nature. what happens in repetitive nature is we just have one adder or a one summing circuit, but we would like to perform this summation 20 times. So he said, instead of putting 20 such summation circuits, that will make the circuit very large. Instead, use software and control and do each of these one by one. That's how we got introduced into software. And afterwards, C was written, Linus Torvalds wrote Linux, Bill Gates, and then slowly there was Mac. There was, so both of them almost came at the same time, but we had operating systems, so to speak. Operating systems provided us direct relationship with the lowest level of the hardware that is available, and that between the software. Now we had software, and now we had one more problem. So it's coding problem. So going to these problems, and slowly, engineering fields have, and electronics engineering, so to speak, exactly, has evolved from those old days vacuum tubes to now making some nice, brilliant photonic integrated circuits, monolithic and 3D integrated circuits, etc. So my talk here today would be to mainly focus on the modern specializations for electronics grads. Because I would say this term modern because I'm sure 60 years down the line, some of you or one of you may also speak the term modern, and what I speak today will definitely be medieval or ancient. So we can go to the next slide, sir.